Welcome back, everybody. This is the British campaign on Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail, and we are revisiting this one because at the last time I had played the British campaign, we had come to a standstill. We had come to the end of the campaign as it currently exists, and there have been major changes to Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail since we last played on the British side, or for that matter since we've last played on the American side just about a week ago. Remember, this is a game that is in early alpha. It is far from a finished product, and so there are constantly major changes being made to the game. Most of the changes are little tweaks, a lot of things to performance and balance issues, but since we last played this British campaign, major changes, particularly in the way that research happens. So I thought I'd revisit this campaign from the beginning. We are playing on hard mode, and I'll show you that as we go along. We're entering in right in the middle of the first battle. This began with sea combat. I had to take down a couple of ships, and I've done that. I sank one of them, I captured the other one, and so we're just kind of diving in right in the middle of the action here in the land action. I've just made my landing, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of this battle, but primarily with this video today as we begin this new British campaign, I wanted to show you some of the changes, particularly with how research is done, because it's very different, and I like the changes, the updates that they've made to that. But we're going to go ahead and finish this battle first. This is, as I mentioned, hard. We're on the highest difficulty on both land and sea battles, so it's going to be a very different campaign. Hopefully I've learned enough about the game to be able to be successful on the British side on the hardest difficulty, but I guess we'll find out. We're going to charge into this battery and take them out. Got these guys caught in the water here. That should make for a decent success. Finish this battery off. Come on, guys. I don't know. You know, typically when I outfit my own troops, I make sure that they all have bayonets, but I don't know that all of these troops have bayonets. I'll have to take a look and see. I'm guessing they probably don't. These guys do. These guys do. They do. They do. All right, maybe they do all have bayonets. It appears that way. Good. Okay, they do. Alright, now we charge up the hill. Well, not charge, but we advance up the hill. We're going to bring the captured forces to the rear, get them back to the beach so they can't be recaptured by the enemy. Alright, we shattered that battery. We're going to finish these guys off, keep them captured right here in the water. We're right at the edge. Kind of the best place to be when trying to take these guys on. It's the battery garrison. San Juan Town Militia. We've got to get up this hill before that artillery takes out too many of my men. I think we'll just stand here and shoot it out with these guys. I feel like I've got the advantage. Although I might be better off to pull back to cover. Let him advance a little bit where he's still in the water, but I've got the cover. It's probably the way to go there. Alright, let's get up this hill as quick as we can. There we go. He's gonna just sit tight right there, it looks like. So as I mentioned, they've made major changes to the game since we last played the British campaign. Those of you who are supporters through Patreon who had ships in the British campaign, we will get those back and named after to your liking in this new British campaign. I'll go back and check that list to make sure we have them. If you have a ship that you have named and you want it to be something different this time around, let me know. Shoot me a message through Patreon or on Discord, and we will certainly do that. Otherwise, I'll just go with the names we currently have. Also, if you are interested in the other Ultimate Admiral game, Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, we are currently doing a series of giveaways for that game. I've got 5 keys to give away. So we're going to give away 5 copies of that game that are playable. So if you are so inclined, I'll put a link in the description. You can go enter that contest. It's not really a contest, it's a giveaway. You don't have to do anything to compete. All you have to do is enter. And there are a number of ways you can get entries into that. And it's all explained when you follow the link. Alright, we're going to have to... You know what? If I turn, he's going to come after me, so I'm just going to do this. Oh, man, it's a lot of men up here. I don't like having my forces divided like this. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of choice. We'll wipe these guys out pretty quickly. Come on, boys. Take them down. Another volley should probably wipe out that company, I would guess. Oh, they're going to rout us. Darn it. Okay. It's alright. Wasn't expecting that company to be that strong, the battery garrison. Lost a lot of men there. Alright. Hadley, get over there and help out. I guess we are on the hardest difficulty, so maybe I should expect it to be a little more challenging. I hit that company, take them out. We need reinforcements up here. There we go. Different story now. Nice. Might be able to finish these guys off. All right, forget that San Juan Town militia. We're gonna send Bailey over to help out up here. We'll let these guys deal with the militia. That company's about to be wiped out. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, these guys fled to the rear, so we're gonna have to deal with them. 160 men here. As long as they stay with their battery and don't turn around, we'll be okay. But if they turn to fight, different story. Yeah, these guys are in pretty good condition, so I think we can run them over to finish off this battery garrison. Gotta finish these guys off. Alright, they're turning to fight now, so this is going to become an issue. They definitely outnumber us. Ever so slightly. We gotta get advanced a little bit so we can spread these guys out. Oh, that works. Alright, 20 minutes to contest the battery, and then that should be it. These guys are dead. Now we'll go deal with them. We'll send Bailey up here. I think we're pretty content to just sit tight here. We'll send Bailey up, and then that should be enough to finish this off. These guys will just hold the militia where they are. So we'll finish this battle off, and then I'll show you kind of the differences. One of the things they've done is they've discounted the cost, especially on the American side, and we'll talk about that when we revisit the American campaign. They have discounted greatly the cost of weapons, but also of recruits. They've also increased the reward that you get from missions that are completed, especially on the American side. But I love what they've done with the system for upgrades, for research. They've made major changes to that, and I think that they make that a much more effective, much more compelling aspect of this game. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm assuming this battle's over when the contested... Yep, there we go. We're going to finish that off right there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so we'll take a look here. We've captured this Galga. It's a 6th-rate sloop of war. It's really not worth a whole lot. Mainly, I want to look at the research. You see a completely different screen now. And what you see is we have basic research and the costs involved in all of those different... And now instead of just having 3 choices, we have all of the basic choices available to us and what each of those costs are. Now you see here intermediate, and it's got a 6, and then advanced has an 8. And how that works is once we've unlocked 6 of the 12 available basic research options, that's going to open up the intermediate screen. Some of these you can see they're not highlighted yet, and that's because there's a prerequisite on the basic side. And when we've unlocked that prerequisite, it'll open up those. Once we've unlocked 6 of the intermediate research options, then we unlock the advanced research. So you can choose to focus on particular kinds of research and get them very advanced, rather than it just being kind of a hodgepodge, just whatever happens to be available. So I really like that. You can see here what we've got available to us as far as money goes, and we've got our career points to spend for Horatio Nelson. So we're going to go ahead and do all of that, but I mainly just wanted to show you that change as we begin this new British campaign. We're not going to do a whole lot right now. I'm not going to play another battle, but let's take a look at just a few other things. So I think we will go ahead and do this next mission because it's been a relatively short episode so far, and we'll take a look at some sea combat here. I've got my 2 ships ready to go that I'm going to take into this fight, the Galga and the HMS Ferret. I'm not going to name any of those. We're going to wait till we get some better ships before we start naming them what we want, at least for the patron names. But let's go ahead and take a look now that I've got some money to spend. Let's take a look at some of the available research options. We've got artillery efficiency studies. And I'm not going to read everything on each one of these. You can just kind of see, and if you want to pause for yourself, you can. That gives us access to supply wagon. This gives us marines. Here we've got silk pricked sails, double charge module, double ball module, EIC pattern brass short guns, Woolwich Foundry brass ordinary guns. We've got basic boarding equipment. That might come in handy. Ordinary carronades. Allow mounting spike bayonet for firearms, and fire ship modification. So fire ships are going to come in handy. I don't think we need them yet. Let's go ahead and get the basic boarding equipment. That's one I do want. So now you can see when I researched that, this number dropped to 5. 5 more of these, we unlock the intermediate. So let's go ahead and see if we've got the ability to equip any of these guys with the boarding equipment. We do have some other researches available to us here. You can see what those are. But I like the idea of the boarding equipment. It's going to cost quite a bit to add it to the Galga. And we'll go ahead and actually add a few more men to this particular ship because that's the one we may use to do boarding. So there we have that. I don't think we'll do anything to the ferret. We'll just hang on to the rest of this money. So let's go ahead and dive into the available mission we have. First, we'll take a look at this. We have been informed His Majesty's ship Richmond, a 32-gun frigate, saw action against Spanish small frigates Galga and Mercedes. Yes, that's us. On the 20th of February, while escorting several troop ships our troop transports on their way to reinforce the West Indies theater. Spaniards approached the HMS Richmond before dawn by hiding in the morning mist and were not detected until they had closed to 600 yards. You can't discharge a volley from 600 yards with these weapons. The Honorable Captain Azariah Hayes of HMS Richmond received head wounds and was rendered unconscious. First Lieutenant Jenkins was swept overboard, leaving the crew in disarray. Young Lieutenant Horatio Nelson realized the severity of the situation and took command. Returning fire almost immediately, by his orders, HMS Richmond took up positions and resumed effective fire. So it's pretty cool to kind of read the news reports of the battle we just fought. We're going to go ahead and dive into Dinner for Admiral now. Okay, so what we've got to do here is we've got to capture the Walpole with its 28 men, and we've got to destroy the San Juan Bautista. So the main thing is I want to stay in front of them so they don't run away from us. I feel like this should be fairly easy, especially Walpole's only got 28 men. These ships are small, so they're going to have the speed on me. And they're going to try to take us close to this battery up here. You can't run forever. Only thing I'm worried about is them splitting up to where it makes it really hard to get after the other one. So maybe what I'll do is I'll let Galga deal with these guys, because I think it can handle both, and we'll dispatch the ferret to go deal with Walpole. Put him on AI, tell him to capture that thing. These guys are just too fast for me. I want to stay on this side of him, though, so I can keep the wind. Plus, he's got that battery over there. Alright, so we're getting a little closer. One of the other cool features is they've got this, and maybe this has existed for a while and I didn't notice, but I think it's fairly new. This water deepness mode where you can see where the shallow areas are, so you can make sure that you avoid those things. I've gotten myself into trouble with that before, so I'm glad they've added that feature. Let's go ahead and take a look what's happening over here with the ferret. Alright, looks like they're... Alright, we don't want to destroy the Walpole. We need to sink it, or we need to capture it, so let's actually go ahead and hold off the guns now. Unless we're going to use those. I'll put the Galga on AI, at least for now. Hopefully the AI doesn't screw this up too badly while we go grab the Walpole. There we go. Okay, we're boarding. Oh, Galga, how'd you get over there? Oh, my goodness, what the heck? They just let... I turned my back for 1 minute and put it on AI control, and they completely screw it up and give them the wind and put myself over by the batteries. Oh, what a mess. Okay. We'll send Ferret over there. Let's get Walpole out of here. We'll send him with the wind going that way. What a mess. Alright, so now we just need to destroy the San Juan Bautista. These are both 2 stars. So it's going to be a challenge. They're probably similar in guns to what I have. Alright, hit him. There you go. San Juan Bautista is the one we want, though. Alright, come on, ferret. Get up here. He's going for my sails. Alright, we got the wind back. That's the good news. Where is he going? Is he going to go right in there? No, I guess not. He's just trying to get me closer. Alright, I don't know what's going on over here, but let's turn wall pull around this way so it's not in the way. Nice. See if we can box them in. Alright, we'll slow things down. Don't know if we want to get boarded by this guy. So let's be careful here. But again, San Juan Bautista is the one we want. Now let's be careful here because the Walpole's still lurking over here and could become a target. Let's get them out of there. Don't let him run. Alright, he's turning. He's not running. Nice. They put the fire out. That's okay. Oh, I thought he was going after the Walpole for a minute there. Alright, I think they're going to keep turning and coming back to me, so... we're going to get ready to try and board the San Juan Bautista when I get a chance. Slow down. Okay, let's try to do this right here. We got favorable wind. Try to get right into them. There we go. We've got that boarding upgrade that we made to the Galga for just such a time as this. Nice. Alright, so is that it? Or are we going to have to finish off the Santa Rita as well? There we go. Okay, so that's all we needed to do. Relatively easy, even on the hardest difficulty. So we captured the San Juan Bautista. Took some casualties, but nothing major. Okay, so we gained 3,900 money, 3 prestige, 1 experience, and we are ready to move on to the next stage, which opens up priority, Snakes and Powder, which is a land mission, Voices, which is a side mission, and then right here, just some personal notes. So we've got 1 more career point we're going to spend, and I've been putting all of that into the mission rewards to max those out early on. But we're going to stop right there. We will deal with the rest in the next episode. Let me know your thoughts. Use that comment section below. Make sure you enter that contest if you want to get a free copy of the game Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. We're going to be giving away 5 of those keys. We're going to hit, every time we hit another 1,000 subscribers. Right now we're headed toward 18,000. We'll give one away at 18,000, one at 19, 20, and so on. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon.